idea. Wait.
Whose
Are you there?
channel are you watching this on? People, because this is getting recorded and put on both of our channels.
I know it's getting recorded on both of our channels.
Uh-huh.
Wait, you're recording right now.
Yeah. So, hello. And,
Since this was my idea, I asked the first question.
okay. Okay, so here's the first question.
Hey.
Okay.
Wait, no, never mind. You can ask the question in the chat. Make it seem more technical.
Okay.
I mean, plus we're on Zoom. There's a chat feature, and yeah, basically, and it doesn't lag. Are you using a home road type?
All right, here it is. Yeah.
No political questions about presidents and stuff. No, what your favorite election is.
Okay.
You could ask, was the best election? That'd be a question. But
best election.
Don't ask that question. You already said it.
Okay. Best election. Your turn.
That isn't a question. That wasn't a question. I told you, no one using the same question. We specified this in the rule book.
Okay. What is
incompetence here?
What type of video? Who do you think will be the nominations in 2024?
Who do you think?
I think Joe Biden will be the Democratic nominee and Donald Trump the Republican nominee.
I think Ron DeSantis will be the Republican nominee, and either Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. I think on predicted Joe Biden has the best betting odds. So actually, no, I think maybe Kamala Harris. Yeah, Kamala Harris. She has the highest chance on predicted betting odds.
Anyway, so
and the reason I'm correct. This is a debate, not asking questions. Did you read the rule book?
The reason I think I am correct is because Donald Trump did say he wanted to run again, and two, Joe Biden said, and two, it's always that the incumbent gets the nominee when they've only served one term. Nomination when they've only served one term.
I mean, yeah, but one, Joe Biden is extremely old. That didn't stop Donald Trump or Reagan, but they weren't older. They were actually younger.
Joe Biden may be extremely old, but in case you didn't know, he may be extremely old, but nowadays it's possible to live to the age of 82.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
Anyway. And my reason is that many women and minority groups will probably want Kamala Harris. She may not be that strong of a candidate, but Donald Trump's, rhetoric in these last years haven't been that very positive.
And why do you think?
Also, if you would let me explain before I mute you.
Okay.
Because I'm supposed to this.
Okay.
So, wait, what's your question?
Why do you think Ron DeSantis will be the Republican nominee?
Okay, let me just use a map and show you. Let me open the map first, and then I'll show you.
Okay.
Hang on. YAMPS election map 2024. By the way, I'll give you screen sharing access so you can share stuff too.
Alright.
Also, just because your channel is more popular doesn't mean you're better.
Yeah, whatever.
Hang on, let's let it. Okay, so in 2024, let's have Republican, and then we'll use the dark red for Trumpian, just because it's okay. So the Democrats would probably win, and Okay, so let's take the 2020 election results as an example. Oops, wrong
Do you
state.
literally have this thing memorized by heart?
Yep. I have all the elections from 2000 to 2020 memorized.
1972 and 84, I have both of them memorized, but that's easy because
Like
what?
DC and one other state,
Yeah,
as well as the fatal selected from Virginia who voted for the third party or libertarian candidate.
I know.
But yeah, he wasn't actually got any electoral votes otherwise. Anyway,
Yeah.
and this will prove why my opinion is the best. And it's the only one suitable. Okay, so yes, we're done. Okay, so let's characterize all the states that we'll use Trump this color because all the states Trump won. Hang on. Okay, so Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, West Virginia, and Michigan congressional district. So we third Trump Republican wins 236. So what happens if we add? Okay, so Donald Trump also has a chance of seizing the Rust Belt in 2024, giving him the victory. But there's the lingering of Michigan, which could remain with the Democrats.
Yeah.
And with the traditional Republican, there's pretty much no way they'll probably win the trio of Rust Belt states. But they win back the states of Arizona and Georgia, but that still wouldn't be enough. What if they win Nebraska second? That still wouldn't be enough. You get the exact same situation.
Yeah.
But if you have Ron DeSantis, he has suburban. Basically, there are two sections of the GOP: the suburbs, and the rural part. Donald Trump has great rural appeal, and senators and Republicans like Mitt Romney, John McCain, kind of Mike Pence, but yeah, not as much. Like Bill Cassidy, Ben Sass, Pat Toomey, but with a Republican like, for example, Ron DeSantis, you'll win back Nebraska second, you'll retain Maine second, win Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, and possibly even the state of Nevada. And if there's like a candidate like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, maybe you can win the states of New Hampshire, you could potentially win Maine, Virginia, and Colorado. Maybe New Mexico, but that may be a stretch. So, this is my explanation on why Ron DeSantis will win and why he will be the Republican nomination.
Okay. So you think he's going to be the 47th president, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. I think, and anyway. So, next question, your turn.
Are you convinced or not?
Yeah, I'm convinced.
If you're gonna say I'm convinced for the entire time, I basically just won this debate.
I know, but I'm not gonna say it the entire time. But now I get why.
Okay, it's your turn to ask a question.
No, it's your turn to ask.
I literally just done. Oh wait, never mind. I'll type it in the chat. Done. Read it out loud. I know I spelled Nixon.
Was Nixon great, good, or bad?
Oh, one more thing. I know this is bad grammar, but.
Well, I would say he isn't great or good or horrible.
I disagree with that. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway.
Why do you think he's bad?
Because of the Watergate scandal.
That was one scandal.
I guess.
That was one scandal in 6 years.
But that was a a big scandal, and he resigned from the scandal.
I'm pretty sure Bush was the one who told him to resign.
Bush? Who?
Yeah, I read it in my president's book. George H.W. Bush.
Oh, H.W.
He was.
Well, he was impeached, so.
No, he wasn't. He was not impeached.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, you want me to Google it up?
No, he resigned before he was impeached.
I know.
So he wasn't impeached.
Here. First, while Nixon was not impeached, the impeachment process is against him.
Well, yeah,
So no,
but
he wasn't impeached.
That's what I said. Also, no hope.
Well, he resigned, and that's guilty.
Yeah. Just because somebody resigns doesn't mean they're guilty. I mean, Nixon was guilty, but still, let's name all the good things he did. First, he pulled the country out of Vietnam.
It means they're guilty, otherwise they wouldn't give up such a position of power like the President of the United States.
I never said he wasn't guilty. I said he was a good president. He was a pretty good president, mostly good president. He was a mostly good president. Behold.
I disagree because of the scandal. Even though he was good in the initial days.
Nobody likes the scandal. That doesn't mean he's a bad president, mostly. That one. Behold.
That's your opinion. Mine is different.
This is a debate, and we're supposed to be convincing each other because that's what I said, and you agreed to it, even though that's not technically how debate works, but I don't care. Also, no parent help.
Okay.
Behold, article number 2 of my case. As we see here, Richard Nixon won a lot of states. In the South, the only states he lost were states to George Wallace, except Texas. And
Texas, Washington, Minnesota.
I never told you the name of the states, by the way.
Okay, but Nixon won a majority of the U.S. and he was popular in '68. But I'm sure if he was eligible for a third term, I'm sure they probably wouldn't have elected.
They might have. Watergate wasn't that okay. So the midterms might have been very bad because of Watergate, but still, that just because a president is unpopular at the end of his term doesn't mean that they're a bad president. For example, H.W. Bush, was not that popular during his end of the term, so was a bad president. Anyway, there were 538 electoral votes. If I can get back to my division on the calculator, because I don't have any paper nearby, we can take 301 and divided by 538, not 535, 538. Nixon won about 55% of the electoral college. That wasn't a lot. He won popular,
Okay, now try and see how much Humphrey won.
Okay, so Humphrey won. We're also going to be calculating George Wallace because he was the last. I believe he was the last candidate to actually win a state. Okay, so
third-party candidate to actually win a state. Thoreau didn't win a single state.
I'm aware.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so he won only 35% of the electoral college.
Yeah.
But he would have won about 45% of the college if Wallace didn't run. So he got about 35, slightly more than 1/3. And George Wallace probably got, I'd say about 20%, maybe a little less, definitely less.
Yeah, definitely less.
Okay, so let's do 46 divided by 538. Okay, so he won 8.5% of the electoral college.
Wow, lot.
So, are you convinced or not? Because I'm not convinced by your arguments either.
Still not convinced.
Fine, this will just be going on forever then. Behold, article number 3. We present you to 1972.
Yeah, that's easy.
Take a look. Richard Nixon got 520. It would have been 521. But no, a faithless elector decided to cast his vote for a different candidate. So,
Someone who I don't even know.
I think it was John Hospers or something. So take a look. Massachusetts by 5% and DC. In fact, Richard Nixon was so popular, he lost DC by not that much. I mean, he still lost by a lot, but he achieved 20% of the vote. The only candidate.
He got about 96%.
Oh.
0.968 something.
That something is not a number, by the way. Anyway, do you have any cases you want to make?
And then McGovern only won like 0.031 of the votes.
I'm talking about your case, not about my case, which I'm clearly the winner.
In my case, well, nothing really.
Like, you have no cases for your argument.
Yes, I do.
Okay,
actually.
what is your case?
My case is that Nixon, the Watergate scandal was pretty bad, and if it weren't bad, then Nixon wouldn't have given up his position as the president.
Said the Watergate scandal was good? Did I say that?
No, you haven't. But if it weren't that bad, then Nixon wouldn't have given up the presidency.
Just because one bad scandal, and somebody. What about the Bill Clinton scandal? He got impeached for that. Is he a bad president?
But
I know it wasn't that severe, but still, is he a bad president? I rest my case.
No. Well, there were different charges against both of them.
I know, one of them got impeached. The other one didn't. One of them almost got impeached. Anyway, what is your other case? A case you have not mentioned already.
Yeah. Nixon was for obstruction of justice, and Bill Clinton was impeached on other grounds.
Are you getting parent help?
No.
Because I think I just heard your mom.
She's just printing out papers.
Shab, do you need something?
No, I'm fine.
Okay,
She's just printing out
I'm
papers.
just in here doing some work in the study because Aarav talks from the study. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
Okay, great.
I don't want to keep arguing because then we would just go on forever and ever, and the debate would only be on how Nixon was. Can't we just move on to the next question?
I feel like convinced you I'm right. I just really hope he doesn't bring up the midterms. Just hope he doesn't bring up the midterms. Wait, let me just check the midterms. 1964, right? 1960. Oh yeah, 1974 midterms. 1974 midterms.
Anyway, so can we just move on to the next question? Because we'd be here forever if we just argued on that one question.
Okay, but do you have any cases you'd like to make?
No, not really.
Not one.
Well, what do you mean by cases?
Like, what do you
again?
like your arguments? Oh my goodness, that is a whopping Senate majority.
I know.
That House majority wasn't that much either. Not much.
So, let's just
a 2/3 majority.
Anyway, so here's the next question.
That is you for the last time, no question. I still convince you I'm right.
Okay, are you ready to continue the next one?
Am I right? Do you have any cases, please just hope he's not mentioning the midterms, not the 1974 midterm.
No, I do not have any cases, and I'm not mentioning the midterms.
Wait, you heard me? I thought it was on mute. Anyway, believe me, those midterms are really bad for Republicans. But am I right or not? Because we can continue the debate about this question if you want.
Okay, are you just ready to continue on to the next question?
Oh, I'm ready. The question is, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to admit I'm right.
Okay, you're right. Fine.
Yes, 2-0. I'm winning this.
Okay,
It's
here's the next question.
Because I still think Nixon was pretty good, mostly. Because Bill Clinton got impeached doesn't make him a bad president.
No, sorry, that was the wrong question.
Why do you think the election was bad? Because apparently you think it was
Electoral
rigged.
college.
Apparently you think the 2020 election was rigged. I know it's a drag question, but still.
Anyway, so here, why I think the electoral college was bad.
That isn't really an opinion question. That you can give your opinion. I mean, you can, but like there isn't like a multiple. Like if you're giving like one, like why questions don't really work because you can't really debate about it as much because you know.
Okay.
So please give me another question.
Here it is. Rishabh?
Oh yeah. Yes, it's bad. Wait, I mean, what do you think?
I think it is bad because the electoral college is a system because in a democracy, majority wins. And America is a democracy.
No, it is not. America is not a democracy. I'll stop you right there.
Okay.
I think the electoral college is good because if you have simple popular vote, a candidate can win 1% of the vote and become the president. Do you really want a president? Do you really want somebody to become president with only 1% of the vote?
No, so yeah, I guess you're right. Because I plan on running for president one day.
Me too.
Yeah. Anyway, your turn to ask a question.
Wait, you're already convinced.
Yeah, I'm already convinced because I guess you're right.
What about your arguments? Like, do you have any other arguments about it?
No, I guess you're right. Cause
Yes. Okay.
what if I lost the pot? Cause what if I got the presidential nomination and I lost the popular vote but won the electoral vote?
So that's your case and your argument.
Well, then that's why I think electoral college is good. Because without it, I wouldn't have became the president. If I ever become president and lose the popular vote.
Aarav?
Yeah?
I would like to mention, this is not about you becoming president, this is about, okay, this isn't about any of us becoming president.
Okay.
Do you have any other cases, like the one you just stated about the popular vote? Like,
well, yes.
About your case about presidents winning the popular vote but losing the electoral college.
What if somebody got like less than 1% of the popular vote but still got more electoral votes? Then it really would have been like they got less than 1% of the vote and they're still winning the election?
That's impossible.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
what if a president got a low? What if somebody got a low?
Okay, I mean it's not impossible, but still, there's one solution: proportionalism.
Ah, yes.
Basically, with the proportional system, I have tried 2 elections. the election of 2016 and the election of 2000, both with the winners losing the popular vote in the regular electoral college. But with proportionalism, Al Gore and Hillary Clinton both secured enough electoral votes to be president. Although Al Gore
Yeah.
and Hillary Clinton did not, as she did not win the majority of the popular vote. She won the plurality, which is why the electoral colleges. Which is why.
Yeah.
So it's
So you-
3-0, and I am winning by a landslide.
Anyway, so
You're not
your
gonna, Are you
turn.
seriously gonna agree with me? Are you seriously gonna agree with me on every question?
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe I will.
Aarav, that's not the point. Then again, I get an extra advantage in the election we're holding.
Whatever. It's your turn.
By the way, Aarav, I totally defeated you in the election poll. Remember
Anyway, so it's your turn to, ask a question.
Hang on, I just need a I just want to check the. I still can't believe a 2/3 majority in the House of Representatives, winning every seat in Oklahoma, almost every seat in Texas, all in Nevada, all in. Oh my goodness, I hold a in Wyoming. Are you looking at this right now? There is a Democrat in Wyoming.
I know. It's like, what the heck?
There's 2 Republicans in Maine. No, not that weird. But why did the Democrats hold the majority in the state of Texas?
Yeah. But back in the day, the Democrats pretty much held the majority in Texas.
Yeah, they did.
They won presidential elections there, etc., etc.
Yeah, the last time a Democrat won was in 1976. Prior to that, it was, 1968, then 1964, then 1960, and then we go all the way. I'll do this another time.
Whatever. Anyway,
My
so
turn.
Texas started going red around like
1980.
Yeah, 1980, and then from that point onward, it's just been red.
Yeah, it's projected to go blue during between 2024 and 2032.
Yeah. Just like how Arizona suddenly went blue when the polls were leading for Trump.
No, polls were leading for Biden all the way.
I know, but there were more Trump rallies. I used to see them everywhere.
Wait, there was only one. I thought there was only one Trump rally.
Oh yes, but but in my neighborhood there were signs all over with Trump on them, etc., etc.
Yeah, our neighborhood is evenly split.
I guess. Anyway, your turn to ask a question. Rishabh?
Hang on, I'm typing it.
Do you think if Perot never run in 1992?
That's supposed to be ran.
I know. In 1992, would Bush have been reelected? Well, let's see. So, no, I do not think so because Perot didn't receive any electoral votes and the states pretty much all went to Bush or Clinton.
This is my reasoning, which is totally correct because it's awesome and I'm the best.
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, so instead of taking a look at why, besides, the election of 1992 was actually close.
I guess.
Like, it was like pretty, like, it was like really close. A 370 to 168. That was pretty close.
Yeah.
The election was pretty close. Like,
Right.
okay, you were officially the weirdest person. Why do you think it was close?
It was not closer. I mean, it was like a 202 vote difference.
Then why do you say it was close?
I don't know.
Dude,
But
you're
it-
just weird.
Yeah, but it
Anyway,
wasn't close.
Take a look at 2020 here.
2020 is not too, like, I'd say.
What was the difference? The difference was
The difference? What do you mean by difference?
like
How many votes did Biden win by?
in the electoral college. I think it was about 56.
74.
No, it was
votes.
38. It was 38. It was 38.
Yeah,
2016 it was also 38.
I know.
2012 it was slightly higher with a victory of 134.
Yeah.
2018 was pretty much a wipeout. And then we go back to, you see this electoral map. Take a look.
Yeah, it was a 202 vote difference.
Nevada decided by 2.6, Montana 2.5, Colorado 4.3, Louisiana 4.6, Wisconsin 4.4, Tennessee 4.7, Kentucky 3.2, Ohio 1.8, New Jersey 2.4, Georgia 0.59, and New Hampshire about a
Actually,
one.
you know what? Bush would have been reelected.
You can't change your opinion. I mean, you can, but that means I won. Dude, this isn't about. This wasn't about if he had been able to increase his support by 5%. This is. Do you think Perot, if Perot didn't run, do you think Bush would have won?
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
Well, I think maybe all of Perot's votes would have probably gone to Bush.
And why do you think Bush would win then?
Well, cause the election was really close, and then a lot of the states that went to Perot would have gone and then a lot of the votes that went to Perot would have gone to Bush.
Take one example and show me.
What do you mean?
Give one example and show it. I mean, give one example and tell me.
What do you mean by that?
Oh my God. So basically you agree with me. Because,
Yeah.
look at the states. Let's see if Perot has enough. He needs about 5%. Nevada, 26. Colorado, 23. Perot, in Louisiana, 12. About 21.5 in Wisconsin. 21 in Ohio. About 14 in the state of Kentucky. 10 in Tennessee. 13 in Georgia. 15 in New Jersey, about 16 in New Jersey, and about 23 in the state of New Hampshire. Perot's worst state, I believe, was the state of Mississippi. Perot's best state was the state of Maine, followed closely by the state of Alaska and then Utah, I believe.
Hold on, let me see. So I'm checking it out. Anyway, so yeah. Perot's worst showing was in Mississippi, right?
Yep.
And his best showing?
In Maine.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Perot was 33.2%. So yes, I think Bush would have gotten reelected because I think more of Perot's votes would have probably gone to Bush if he hadn't entered the race.
Boy, this is getting very boring. We've been debating 2-minute segments for a while.
Anyway, so yeah.
I can't believe I promised to do geography games for 2 months or whatever you wanted.
Or whatever I wanted, yeah.
For 2 months.
Anyway, so yeah.
It's your turn.
Anyway, so here's my. Anyway, so let me think of a question to ask.
Dude, are you literally searching online?
No.
Oh.
Do you really? Here it is. Sorry about all the spelling errors. I typed a little too fast.
Yes, my answer is yes.
Yeah, but why do you think so?
Okay, think about it. If Perot had ran, if Perot and Clinton's vote, basically, I'm just gonna go to election map 2020, also known as map.jacksonnews.com because it's his name, and it's run by JJ Cooley. I saw. Okay, so let's take a look at past elections. 2004, 2000, very close. 1996, not that close, and same with 1992. Okay, so basically, what is that glitch? There's some glitch.
Okay, hold on, let me see. So,
he would win all of these states. He would win those states.
I know.
Except the state of Mississippi. But just enough votes from the Libertarian candidate would be enough to propel Clinton to an absolute electoral college majority.
So now I'm pretty much convinced.
So I made a video on this. And
yeah, I know. That's exactly why I asked you the question.
Okay, so hang on, let me just think of one. Just ask me more questions.
What?
Just ask me some more questions.
Alright.
That we can actually debate on.
Okay,
Like the Nixon question.
Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good one. How do you think the United States would have been?
Huh?
So, what do you think would have been in the United States? Like, do you think the country would have been at war if JFK was never assassinated?
So if
LBJ was the one who kept sending troops, right?
Yeah. I feel Kennedy actually wanted to end the Vietnam War, I believe.
I know, but he never did, and Johnson actually just kept sending troops.
Even though he clearly stated he wouldn't.
I know.
It's almost as bad as to read my lips. Now in Washington, D.C., there's Democrats and the GOP, but the ones in charge are like 50, Bill and Hillary. Forgot I was on the recording on Zoom. Okay, so Reconstruction. Okay, so if Abraham Lincoln, if William Henry Harrison never died, things wouldn't be that different. We'd have one less impeachment if Abraham Lincoln never died, and Reconstruction would have probably happened a bit faster.
What about Zachary Taylor? You forgot him.
Oh yeah, I forgot him. Not. I don't think that much would be different.
I know.
This isn't really an actual question, dude. Okay, this debate is pointless. Can we just say I'm the winner?
Okay, okay.
Wow, this entire. Okay, stop recording.